So very good morning dear students. Today our topic will be integrations by parts. In the previous lecture we have seen how to integrate the things which are given, the function which is given in the rational form by using the partial fraction as a domain. So today we will be seeing the integration by parts, which is a new topic for us. Okay, so let me just write the formula for the same. So here is the formula in front of you, that is integration of u into v dx, where u is the first function we are considering and v is the second function we are considering, is equal to first function into integration of second function dx minus integration of d dx of u into integration of v dx, the whole dx. This dx is for this integration, this dx is for this integration, and this dx is for this integration. So such type of formula is there. So whenever you have the two functions in the product, then we use this formula. All right, and why I'm giving the force on this, u is the first function and v is the second function, anything, it can, we can take v as a first function and u as a second function. No, in the integration it is very important to note that which you have to decide, you have to see that which could be the first function and which could be the second function. Now how to distinguish that which will be the first and which will be the second? We distinguish basically with this formula, ILATE. This is called ILATE formula. ILATE, that means trick we use for detecting which would be the first function and which would be the second function, where I represents inverse trigonometry, L represents the logarithmic function, inverse trigonometric function, logarithmic function. Okay, A represents the arithmetic, algebraic, sorry, not arithmetic, algebraic function. Okay, like we write now x square, x cube kind of. Okay, T represents the trigonometric function and E represents the exponential function. So in the 12th class we will be dealing with this functions only and will be using the ILATE rule. Okay, and I have written the full forms of it. Okay, now in applying the rule, when you integrate this thing, don't write plus c and separately plus c. On and final we'll write plus c. Okay, first thing. Second thing, what you have to understand, that this rule is applicable only for some like specified functions. Say for example, if you want to use the rule in this, where root x is in product with cos x, so in this your integration will not exist. Why? Because there is no such function where you'll get the derivative of this. That means you'll get a derivative as like this. Okay, did you understand what I said? That if you want to integrate this, there will be no integration of this under root cos x, because you won't get the root x cos x as a derivative of anything. All right, why we integrate? And what we integrate this, and this means it is already a derivative of something, and if we integrate, we go to the that means we come back to our function, so we will not get this as a derivative. So that is why we cannot integrate it. So you have to remember these things, whatever I said, and let us come to the examples, questions. Okay, the very first question, integration of x sec square x dx. So as I told you that first you need to mention that which will be your first function and which will be your second function. So according to ILATE rule, x and sec square, inverse, log, algebraic and trigonometric. So first your algebraic comes, so this will be your first function, and then trigonometry, then this will be your second function. Okay, so using the formula, keeping first as it is, integration of second minus whole integration, differentiation of first into integration of second. See, these two will be getting repeated, the second function will be repeated in this two, and whole integration you need to differentiate the first one. like this. Okay, you can, by your mnemonic, you can make the things remember for long time. X as it is, integration of sec square x dx will directly get 10x. Okay, minus differentiation of x is 1 and integration of 10x is sec square x is 10x. Now this as it is, we know the integration of tan x, this is log of sec x plus c, so this is the final answer. Now how you will check? See, this is a very small question, so we can we can check, differentiate this, should get x sec square x. If it is so, then we are correct. Okay. Okay, next question. Integration of e to the power log x plus sin x into cos x dx. So first of all, I told you e to the power log x will give you x. Alright. So why? Because this is a logarithm with base e and this is also exponential. So they get self-adjust and we get x as answer. Plus sin x into cos x dx. Multiply this cos inside. So it will be cos x dx plus multiply here also sin x cos x dx. Okay. Here x will be first function and cos will be second function according to the Eilert rule. Okay, keeping first as it is, integration of second dx minus whole integration of first dx into integration of second. Okay, plus here what I'm doing, you don't use that means what, the product rule. Why? Because they both are trigonometric function and we know how to solve this one. Sin x cos x, let us multiply with 2 in the numerator and the denominator, so that it will become sin 2x and it would be easier for us to integrate. Here cos x integration is sin x minus 1 into sin x, because this will be 1 and this will be sin x dx, and this one I already explained, x sin x. This we know integration of sin x dx is minus of cos x, so minus minus plus cos x, plus integration of sin x is what, minus of cos 2x upon 2, so this plus and this minus will become minus, so I have done minus here. Okay, in the next step 2 2s are 4, minus of cos 2x plus c, so this is the integration. Okay. Okay, now let us come to the question, like it looks very basic question, but let us see its integration by the help of integration by parts rule. We need to find integration of log x dx. Now you would be thinking where there is the another function in the product, because this is log x is in itself, it is only a single function, so where is the another function and how we will use the product rule in it? So what we do, we write it as 1 into log x. I told you that in integration 1 has a very great importance, because in integration 1 can be if we integrate it with respect to x, then it will dx then it would be x. So what I am doing, I'm writing this is the criteria of doing this question. Okay, 1 into log x. So whenever you see a function which is a single function, so we write into 1 and make it a multiple function. Now here, according to the Eilert rule, what, log will be the first function and 1 will be the second function. So log x into integration of 1 dx minus whole integration d dx of log x into integration of 1 dx. Alright, so 1 we know this is x, so log x into this will give you x, so I have written here x minus this is what, 1 upon x into this 1 will give you x and this dx. This x with this x cancelled, so we get x log x minus, again integration of 1 will be what, x, so sorry, plus c. This will be your answer. If you differentiate, you will get log x only. Alright. Okay, let us understand this question. Integration of tan inverse x dx. We know differentiation of tan inverse x as 1 upon 1 plus x square. Let us see the integration. Okay, so as I told you, this is a single function, so let us take 1 into tan inverse x dx. So Eilert rule, I inverse trigonometry first, so let us give this as This will be first function and this will be second function. First function as it is, integration of second function minus whole integration d dx of first into integration of 1 dx. This will tan inverse as it is, one difference integration is what, x tan inverse x minus d dx of tan inverse will be 1 upon 1 plus x square into x. Okay, so this as it is, x integration of x upon 1 plus x square dx. Now we need to know the integration of this one. So let us consider this as I1. I1 is equal to integration of x upon 1 plus x square. Why? Because we need some substitution. We need to do this substitution. And if you do in this same, you need to put here also, here and here. All the way you have to put x 1 plus x square is equal to t. So it will be somewhat controversial. So you separately take this as I1 x upon 1 plus x square dx. Consider 1 plus x square is equal to t. 2x dx is equal to dt will come on differentiating. X dx will be take 2 in the denominator, dt upon 2. Okay, so in place of dx we can put dt upon 2. I've taken 1 upon 2 out and 1 plus x square as t. So integration of this will be 1 upon x, 1 upon 2, 1 upon t. Integration is what? Log t, put t, 1 plus x square, so 1 upon 2 log. Now you put here x tan inverse x minus 1 upon 2 log 1 plus x square plus c will be the integration. Alright, how to do this question? Tan inverse 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3x square. Actually this is an identity in inverse trigonometry and this is nothing but 3 tan inverse x dx. Alright, so take 3 out, so tan inverse x dx, and I already explained you how to integrate this one. Okay, now how to do this question? Integration of x cos inverse x upon under root 1 minus x square dx. So you see, take inverse trigonometric function 1 and all the algebraic function other. So this will be your first function and this will be your second function. Okay, first function as it is, integration of second minus whole integration of d dx of cos inverse x into integration of x upon under root 1 minus x square dx. Now you separately find what is the integration of this, and you can put here also by considering this as I1. Okay, now what will be the differentiation of cos inverse? Minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Okay, now just do this thing, okay, and let me know what will be your answer. Okay, I hope you will do it. Alright, so try to do this exercise. If you face any problem, then we'll do more question of it. Just see the examples first, okay, of this exercise, so that you will get a clear idea of doing the questions. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a nice day. Do practice. Okay, bye bye.